Looks like we're live. Okay. I feel like the laptop is full. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to test it.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Evan McMahon. I'm the chair of the Libertarian National Committee. I almost said Libertarian Party of Indiana. The date is May 25th, 2026. It is 2:32, and I call this meeting to order. So you can cheer. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Evan McMahon.
Present.
Amanda Griffiths.
Present.
I'm present. Mr. Neville.
Present.
Ms. Wynn.
Present.
Mr. Redpath.
I'm here.
Mr. Thompson.
Here.
Mr. Flores.
Present.
Ms. Phillips.
Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Phillips, sorry. Robson.
Here.
Ms. Engelhardt. Mr. Coffin. Mr. Hirsch.
Here.
Mr. Hanush.
Present.
Mr. Requeros.
Present.
Ms. Hayes.
Ms. Hayes? She's not on the
No,
LNC.
it's a different Miss Hayes. It's a
Oh.
different Miss Hayes from Texas.
Oh, sorry.
Kansas. Kansas, yeah. He's here, present.
Understood.
Yeah, she's up.
I thought
Different Hayes, yeah. Different E.
Mr. Martin. Ms. Weinzett. Ms. Hogarth.
It is, okay.
Kentish.
Yeah, it's Finnish.
Oh, 15. My apology. I'll get these right up in. Ms. Hogarth.
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Foss.
Here.
Mr. Dane.
Here.
Alexa Mock.
No, Rose Evans. So,
Okay.
Last time I believe I received this month.
no,
Okay. Is Ms. Leatherman?
he is traveling.
So that is in. Mr. Shaw.
60, brother.
Mr. Ford.
Mr. Ford, are you here?
Emotionally, yes.
Michelle Wiggins. Very good. 16 members present.
Opportunity for public comment, 2 minutes each. We have 10 minutes total.
I'll keep time, Mr. Chair.
Good time, thank you. Ms. Harlow.
Thank you, everyone. The only thing I wanted to bring up is an item of business on your agenda for the first meeting of the LNC. And that's to appoint the historical committee chair, which per the policy manual should be in Colorado. Near the archives, I don't know if there's anyone else from Colorado here, but I would like to keep that committee going without interruption. So I ask that you appoint me this meeting for the agenda as historical committee chair.
Mr. Seebeck.
Yeah, got some post-convention teller business. One, thank you all for the help. Two. I have all this paper of all we've done. What do we do with it? We retain it for later or what? I have no idea. I need to do this. Third, I have a thesis submit for me.
Everybody's back. Thank you. Andrew Duke from Michigan. I would like to ask you to appoint Charles Essner for at-large when you have the nearest opportunity. It was clear from the body that he was strongly favored by a lot of people.
Dr. Chuck Moulton from Tennessee. I served on the bylaws committee. I've actually served on the bylaws committee since 2008. I thankful to all the delegates for the bylaws proposals we got to hear. I would ask the LNC when you appoint the next bylaws committee to consider me for one of those slots. Thank you.
Through the from Arizona, I encourage you to appoint Nathan Madden to the judicial.
We can't appoint them.
I've got several comments I could make, but I'll just narrow it down to a couple. Number one, did people hear my rant on the microphone at the end of the convention?
Yes, we heard it. We heard it.
Agreed. There was no sign on stage that said Libertarian Party, no sign on the podium that said Libertarian Party, no 800 number for Libertarian Party on the podium or behind the stage, no website address, and it was never pumped during the convention. It hasn't been done in a long time. It used to be done at conventions. They would have the sign, behind the stage on the podium, 800 number there, and the website address. During the convention, they'd say, hey, if you like what we're saying, call the 800 number, visit our website, and then we would chant the 800 number during the convention, the chair or a candidate, the president, or whoever.
That's a really good point.
What was the phone number? And then the audience would go like, 800, elect us, or whatever it was before that. Hasn't been done in a long time, missing a huge marketing opportunity, because anybody who may have watched on C-SPAN, or maybe they're flipping through YouTube videos, you could watch a video of the convention, say somebody was watching the Justin Amash speech, and then they just flip to another video. They might not even know he was speaking at the Libertarian Convention. So I think that's a real easy thing to do. We should be doing that again. Party membership has gone way, way down, and need to work on marketing. Marketing is the land bad. Oh, also, I'm on the ballot access committee, and I will continue in that role if I'm appointed.
Eli Dalton from Arizona. I just want to, I don't know if Paul Dar is here or made it to the LNC or not, but I very much appreciate that Paul Dar makes his way onto the happy hours many times, maybe not every week. He comes to what I call dramas. It's Paul Dar AMA, and if you misread it, perhaps intentionally misread it, it's called drama. So Paul has Paul dramas once a month, and you guys choose which group you guys go to and talk to. But I'd like to talk to my LNC, my reps, my at-larges, the secretary and treasurer. I just want to make it known. I want to talk to you guys. I'm sure the rest of us do. That's all I got to say.
I'm Durazio from Pennsylvania. First of all, thank you to everybody who voted for me, and I hope you consider me for one of your two at-large vacancies this term, and I hope it gets me quickly. 2 points. One, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to any platform planning, but I hope that the next convention oversight committee or the next or the current chair moves platform up in the agenda for 2028, so we can actually get down to basically whether or not bigotry is a radical and repugnant for once in our lives. And number two, to echo something that Jacob said, 1-800-ELECT-US has been our party's phone number for a generation, and it doesn't work right now. So I really hope that this LNC gets around to the base where we can either get that working again or replace it with the new phone number before 2028. Thank you.
First of all, on that, I think replacing could be a problem because you already got the other one out there. So yeah, you should fix it. Yeah, and we need to have, like he was, I second, I heard when you were ranting, I was like, Okay, but that was the main reason I was raising my hand was because I wanted to urge the the committee here to appoint Charles Essner at the one of your at-large vacancies. He truly, I am from Michigan. I'm actually the first vice chair of the Michigan LP. And I can tell you, yes, definitely is fair. He doesn't get into the factional bickering that many of us get tempted and drawn into. He is a person who's, no bullshit, to the point. Let's do business. Let's grow the party. Let's do our outreach. That's what he's about.
Any other public comment? Seeing no hands, thank you, everybody. Moving on to adoption of the agenda in front of you. Mr. Thompson,
Item J after item A.
can we move the agenda first?
Sorry.
Nope. To move the agenda? Second, thank you, Mr. Thompson. Recognize you, Mr. Thompson.
I move to item J after item A.
Second.
Okay, move item J, disaffiliation of the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire for cause up to, okay. Mr. Redpath,
I would like, at wherever, I don't really care, I would like to speak to ballot access.
we need to do his movement first. So we'll
Okay,
take
I'm
that.
sorry, okay.
Is there any objection to moving that, item J to between item A and B? Okay, there is objection, so we'll go to a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Okay, Mr. Redpath.
I would like to speak to the ongoing, I would like to speak to a Massachusetts petition drive that needs attention in the very near future.
Where would you
number
like it on the agenda and for how many
And
minutes?
also the ongoing Maryland petition drive. I would say, it can become the new J
Okay, so after I.
after I,
Okay, so ballot access discussion.
correct. And I would
for
say,
Maryland and Massachusetts.
yes, I would, let's make it 10 minutes. I don't think I'll need that long, but I'd ask for 10 minutes.
Yes, sir. Mr. Flores.
The historical committee appointment is
That's correct. Somebody can move it. So, is there any objection to Mr. Redpath's?
I do have one question, if it's in order to ask.
Is it about the item being
Yes.
on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no,
If it's about the discussion of doing it,
it's about where.
he did. He said.
I said,
So it'd be after I.
After
It'd be the
I.
last thing on the agenda.
I have a question about that. Seems to be.
Okay.
So, should that be in order now?
Are you,
No.
you're wanting to debate whether or not we should discuss ballot access or whether or not to put it on the agenda?
Whether or not to move it up or down on the agenda.
I would say if you wanted to,
Can I just ask my question?
sure, go for it.
Okay. Is it urgent?
Yes.
Is it more urgent than some of these other things that you would think?
it's something that should be discussed today. I don't think it's more urgent than other things on here, but it's something that we have a potential petition drive with a deadline
Hold
of
on,
July
that's
28th.
that's discussion on the item. I will just say that it's a discussion. There won't be any action taken on.
It's just a discussion.
Just a discussion. Okay. Any objection to the item being added? Hearing none, the item is added.
Sure, I'd like to add it.
Okay, Mr. Shaw.
After anything, to form investigation concerning possible affiliation of the.
Thank you. Okay, so the item presented by Mr. Shaw to go up after item A, which would go before the current item, is to form a special investigative committee for the disaffiliation of New Hampshire. Correct, sir? Is there any objection?
Objection.
There's objection.
Objection.
All those in favor of the motion to add that to the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
It's not added. Mr. Jenke, you had another item you wanted to add? Where would you like that on there? And it's to populate, not to create. Last.
The chair.
So it'd be to appoint the chair?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Harms.
Last.
Last item. Appoint chair. HPC. Yeah, HPC. Any objection?
Those were how long?
5 minutes.
Thank you.
Any objection? Hearing no objection, that item is added. Any other items, Mr. Austin?
Yeah.
I think since we just got out of convention, for us to go ahead and just rush and fill those seats, which the convention body wasn't able to without like careful deliberation, debates, or any other kind of like procedure, I think is kind of a mistake. I don't know if that's the best way to go about filling these. I think we should, but maybe
It's okay. He's allowed to speak to that motion because it's not, he's speaking to the motion, not an item of business. So the motion is to strike the appointment to fill at-large vacancies. Is there any objection to striking?
Objection.
Okay. All those in favor of striking appointment to fill at-large vacancies, say aye. All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Okay, we can have discussion.
We're out of time.
Actually-
We're out of time on this agenda.
Yeah,
It says
it's 5 minutes for the agenda.
As amended.
Okay. It's been moved by Ms. Hogarth to accept the agenda as amended. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, the agenda is adopted. Next on the agenda is the Convention Oversight Committee report / update from Mr. Ford.
Briefly, there's a lot of data to be compiled in the coming weeks. We can write on it. And it's just been done well as Mr. Dar. We will still have time together. We know that together. And I will keep in touch on a regular basis as we address a bunch of issues. Correctly, Mr. Chair.
Excellent. This is not obviously the official report of the Convention Committee. When do you think we could expect the final report?
This would be, I can't do it.
When do you think we could expect the final report from the Convention Oversight Committee?
Let's just say I'll have an answer with you in about 48 hours. We're going to set up a process to go
That's
through the billing. Anyone who experienced or was involved with the DC convention saw that take months. That's not the goal here at all. We're looking to take weeks. And if there are significant hurdles with regard to information gathering, we'll report this to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. Is there any questions for Mr. Ford on the convention about the Convention Oversight Committee? Okay, seeing none, thank you, Mr. Ford. Next up on the agenda, we have reports from staff. Did I hear Hannah was not in the room? Did she step out? If you can tap her and just let her know, why don't we take a second to do an introduction from staff? All of the staff that are in the room, except for Drew, who was going to go get Hannah.
Have her come with.
Yes, please. Does anybody object to postponing till after the, well, hold on, let's see what he says. I don't want to disrupt baby feeding. That's not fun, but, oh, she's not feeding. She's that baby there. Adorable baby.
Sorry.
Hannah, we're at staff reports. So if we wanted to have all of first to do an introduction from staff, have everybody introduce themselves first, and then get a report from Hannah, the executive director, on whatever she wants to tell us.
Sure. Okay. Hannah Kennedy, I'm the executive director. Nice to meet you all. This is Iris Poole. He does our customer service. This is Drew. He sends out all the emails, and does absolutely anything else that we ask. So he's willing to jack all trades. Andy Bokovich, our IT director, has already gone home, as well as Brian McWilliams, our comms director. So we won't see them here. Canyon is coming, and he is our systems admin. He'll set up for emails and things like that. Quick announcement. I can use that for this time. Make sure you get your emails and your names to. Oh, you got it. Okay. And a photo.
Oh, and a photo. I didn't do
really
that.
want to see you on the website, so please send your photos in. In terms of current staff, that's what or Alex Vidal is here with us. He's doing the stream. Hi, Alex.
Contractor,
Our
social media.
social media stuff, correct. Do you guys want to say a few words?
Thank you all for coming out. On staff a little bit, so I've known some of you, looking forward to meeting others and coming out again.
Right.
Alex, what are you saying? I would entertain a motion to fire Drew. Omar, what is your last name?
Requero.
But Joe is the.
Yeah, that's on the ask.
This is something that will come up. It had been for years until recently. It was a policy that only the rep could participate unless they ceded the seat. So if you have something that Mr. Henry should say, that'd be perfect. Yes, Mr. Martin.
Doctrine of substitution in the bylaw. During past history, alts have been encouraged by past JCs and LNCs to participate fully, including in points of order discussion. And being able to participate fully in meetings. The only question about whether or not the alt is effective in the setting is whether or not they're voting. That would be their seated status. This proposition, the idea that alts should not be involved unless they're actively seated, has been used to silence inconvenient members of the LNC. It's not been used on the basis of that. Request that alts be allowed to full participation in the meeting as the bylaw.
Well, I respect what you are saying. It was a point of order, which is out of order for an alt.
I am calling the order as members or
Not you.
the alt is
It is not. An alt cannot raise a point of order. I do not. You can challenge the ruling of the chair if you like. Okay? The ruling of the chair, it doesn't. It does not, because they are not a seated member. They are not a seated member, sir. You challenge the ruling of the chair. So according to the body, shall the ruling of the chair be sustained that an alt cannot make a point of order in the presence of a rep? All those who would sustain the ruling of the chair say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. My ruling is sustained. Moving on to the next item of business, appointment to fill at-large vacancy. Entertain a motion from someone. Mr. Redpath.
I move that we seat Stephen Nikala as he came in the second ballot in the number 1 slot. And I move as a part of this motion that that there be a coin flip between Mr. Longstreth and Mr. Durazio for the other seat at large. I would like to speak, if it's second, I would like to speak to my motion.
Is there a second? Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Discussion, and I'll let you speak to your motion first.
There is historical precedent for this regarding a tie for the LNC. It happened in 2004 at the Atlanta Convention, where there was a tie between Sean Haw and Admiral Michael Colley. It was agreed at that time that there would be a coin flip to decide. We had an exact tie between Mr. Longstreth and Mr. DeRazio. I think this would be the best way to effectively address the will of the convention to seat Mr. Nikela, and then for there to be a coin flip between Mr. Longstreth and Mr. DeRazio for the last at-large seat.
Just for my edification, it's not official, but if I could get a head nod or shake from the two members in question, if they would like that or would accept it.
I would accept the will of the body, regardless of what the body decides. Not my business to.
Okay.
Feel the same way.
Okay, perfect.
Not necessarily about how much thing.
Okay, guys, is there any other discussion?
A decision-making capacity here in the yes, we have a decision-making capacity here in the event that there is a tie or that there is a question open. I respect that there is precedent for this. However, it should be the candidate should be able to speak for themselves to the LNC again and be heard is my position. I don't want to leave it up to a literal flip of a coin. I think they deserve more than that.
I would rank for like it does seem to reflect the
One thing, Mr. Shaw, please note me. It's okay. New to the board, that's totally cool, but just is what you recognize. Mr. Flores. Yes, if the members of the board, and the gallery could please silence your phones, that would be appreciated.
objection to that. This is my alarm for my flight, please.
We will make an exception for you, Mr. Hanush. Were you wanting to amend?
That
Because you just objected, and that
Yes.
doesn't really mean anything other than
Yes.
saying I don't like it.
so, yeah, so I move that we amend that second part of the motion that that the two members who were tied, Mr. Longstreth and Mr. Longstreth and Mr. DeRazio, be selected by a vote of the majority of the LNC.
Okay, so it would be moved to elect Mr. Nikela, but to then hold a vote of the body for Mr. Longstreth or Mr. DeRazio with a majority vote.
Correct.
Okay. Is there a second to that amendment? It's been seconded. I recognize Mr. Austin. Or, excuse me, Mr. Martin, I apologize.
I don't. I would just object. I think we should have the nomination as possible. But as far as
Is there any other discussion on the amendment? Hearing none, all those in favor of the minutes of the amendment, say aye.
Right.
All those opposed, say nay.
Nay.
I'm going to do a roll call vote. Mr. Secretary, please do a roll call vote.
second.
Or I can do a hand raise counted. Would that be okay? The amendment or the motion is amended to elect Mr. Stephen Nicolia, to appoint Mr. Stephen Nicolia to fill a vacancy, and then to hold a vote between Mr. Longstreth and Mr. DeRazio as a majority vote to fill the second vacancy. That's what the amendment would be.
Okay. Are we having a discussion or?
We just had the discussion.
Okay.
So all those in favor of the amendment, raise your hand. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not funny. All those opposed, raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. As your hand raised. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Boy, we could. It's really our time.
I think that there needs to be a record, so I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote I'm gonna vote yes on the amendment. Okay. So chair votes yes. So the motion passes. So we need to, the amendment passes, so now we vote on the main motion. All those in favor say aye. Oh, hold on, excuse me. Is there any additional discussion on the main motion? Mr. Martin? The main motion would be to appoint Mr. Stephen Akela as an at-large, to fill an at-large vacancy, and then to hold a vote of the LNC to fill with either Mr. Longstreth and Mr. DeRazio with a majority vote. Mr.
Thank
Martin.
you, Mr. Chair. I recognize Austin Martin. And nice little, you guys will hear me, but I'm not optimistic that like but that here it's I think you guys know. I just want to express my discomfort at the beginning. I think that we could have had body fill these positions to have this time. I think that we spent too much time trying to quiet people that we don't like what they're saying, rather than trying to focus on the real thing. And
Formats.
in appointing this way at this meeting, we're starting off on the wrong foot. And it's not super controversial on one side because Mr. McGill performed really well. So did the other candidates. And I've had a chance to meet them, and it's not really I don't think I'm gonna have much influence on how this goes. Just would urge each of you to really think about protecting the rights of the minority and members who, you guys are going to get your way. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's always. And I would just encourage you to be careful, do better with it than people that you criticize bring it down. Today is not a good time. I yield.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Any other discussion on the main motion? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. So Mr. Nikela, you are elected, appointed, so please make your way to the table. The indulgence of the body, I'd like to give 2 minutes each to Mr. Longstreth and Mr. DeRazio to address the board. Is there any objection? Hearing none, I'm going to start with Mr. DeRazio in alphabetical order. So Mr. DeRazio, 2 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tony DeRazio. For those of you who do know me, I'm the guy who said Justice Turpini on the microphone. I forgot to tell you his name. I didn't forget this time. I would appreciate your consideration. My qualifications are long. I've been a state chair, state vice chair, and member of the state board. So from New York, I've been a candidate. Contributing and successful member of this body, successful and contributing leader on the campaigns. I believe the infrastructure of this party is important. I believe the members of this party are important. I look forward to serving them on this body. You all know that I've been trying to get on this body for a long time. Thank you very much.
Mr. Longstreth, 2 minutes.
Thank you, members of the LNC, for your consideration. I first want to start off and say that I believe Mr. DeRazio is very well qualified to do this position. So if you think your eye, please do not vote for no. That is my only. Outside of that, I do have a number of qualifications, specifically with the LNC, having previously been a state vice chair, candidate support committee lead, regional director. I grew local state affiliates. When I left Colorado, I then was elected Region 1 representative. I know what it takes to run a region. I know what all of you who are region representatives are going to go through and how you are chairs. I also know what it's like to be an at-large representative. I have been an at-large representative as well after failing to achieve the vice chairship in 2020. So I bring a lot of experience. What I want to see this body do, which is what I think the most important thing that you consider is where we go as a board. I would like this board to really focus on two main things with the third addendum. The third addendum is the CRM. We need to restore the CRM. The first two things, the primary things, that we're focusing on the candidates by bringing back candidate training, by making it that they have accessibility to the party, doing everything we can to see them succeed. The final thing is to focus on the affiliates down to the county level, making sure that they have the resources they need, even if they can't get it from their state, to improve and grow their local, neighborhood, and county funds. With that, again, my name is Richard Longstrap. I urge consideration. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Question for the body, would you want to do this as a roll call vote where you name the individual member or nota or is raised? Roll call. Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Is this just up or down or approval?
What?
It's one name.
One or the other.
Or not.
Or noted.
One, yeah, one or the other or nota.
Or.
Yeah, or you can pass or you can abstain. From
Did you just remember that there was a recorded live podcast? So don't say things unless it's like how amazing I am. Beautiful Dr. Pepper song.
Well, I will say that I just said I had to go to the bathroom, so I guess everybody knows that. And now everybody knows that.
So I requested that they turn the AC off in here in the office. So we can all be nice and warm and.
It's like Hawaii. Yeah.
I'm kidding you, Joe.
Go. I vote.
Thank you, Mr. Leach.
Thank you.
Have a safe flight.
Thank you.
Just,
Thank you.
so, I see things.
It's you, actually. Go. Hey, Drew.
Like that.
That sheet is the ones that the says of the necessarily. We can read this. It's when it's in yes, it's I can do that. Taken care of it. We'll be now stated too. Thank you so. So he's on there. So. Thank you. Mr. Thompson.
My flight is slightly earlier.
Okay. Yeah. You heard it. Yeah. Yeah. We'll wait. No.
Ms. Griffiths.
Mr. Longstreet.
Neville.
Mr. Durazio.
Ms. Nguyen.
Mr. Longstreth.
Mr. Redpath.
I'll vote Longstreth.
Mr. Thompson.
Longstreth.
Mr. Flores.
Tony B, sorry, I didn't say it last.
Mr. McHale.
Longstrap.
Mr. McQuarrie. Foster. Ms. Robson.
I pass.
Paul. Paul. Pass. Ms. Hobart. John.
She voted. She voted Tony. No, you did. I think you didn't call your name out, but I wrote your vote down. Okay. It was, Mr. Dawson. I'm sorry. It is not, it's from Mr. Dawson. I'm not ready. Yeah, he's not done yet. Mr. Danny. Yeah. Ms. Robson.
I abstain.
Mr. Popple, would you vote? Yes. And sorry, Mr. Meyer. You already voted. Oh, wait, no, it's just passed. By the way, I passed too. And you never voted your own vote. But Mr. Martin, what was your vote? I will vote for Mr. Roscoe. Yes, you can change. Mr. Roscoe. That would be.
I would not do that to you.
Mr. Armstrong, 6 for Mr. Durazio, and 2 abstentions. Mr. Longstrong. Mr. Longstrong, congratulations. Mr. Durazio, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to add if there, when there are vacancies on this committee, because I don't think there's ever been one.
So the next item of business is the disaffiliation of Libertarian Party of New Hampshire for cause. I'm going to pass the gavel to the vice chair. There are 9. Yeah.
9.
What did you ask, sir?
How many regions?
9.
No.
And all single member regions, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was trying to do
How many?
yeah, so math. I'm not good at math.
All of them.
All the primaries, right?
Yeah.
Or no,
No,
no, there's primaries missing.
Yeah, we do multiple. No, there's,
Okay.
there
Please
is, but
debate,
we don't
but-
have it.
Yeah, you got to speak. Yeah, it's hard to hear.
Yes, okay.
Madam Vice Chair, I move to disaffiliate the Libertarian Party. Submitted the resolution. In full, please. The bylaws are clear that affiliate parties shall not endorse the candidate of another party. Despite this, the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire openly and publicly endorsed President Trump during the election. Furthermore, they have clearly and repeatedly undermined our numerous anti-libertarian positions on a national level. Be it resolved that because of these reasons and more, the Libertarian National Committee moves to disaffiliate the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire, mandating that they cease and desist the use of the party name and logo until such time as the LNC recognizes a new affiliate of New Hampshire that shares our party's foundational values.
Second.
Are there objections?
Well, you would open the discussion.
So we will open this discussion. Mr. Thompson.
Yeah, I think by the letter of the bylaws, they can call for their own disaffiliation. They can endorse the candidate for public office that is not a libertarian, despite what some say. They have been openly hostile to many of the candidates. That it is a particularly egregious and open betrayal of the party for them to support President Trump during the partisan election.
I would like to alternate if possible. So Mr. Martin.
Thank you. I actually agree with Mr. Johnson. I think that there is good reason for the idea of affiliates accountable for endorsements on a national level that can counteract will of this body. But not to take a step like this. So I raise this board's principle on the plan. We have to be careful between the difference of choosing to enforce the standard one way in one state and a different way for another state based on their belief with our internal division. I fear that's part of what has happened and will continue to happen. And I worry that that plays a role in our decision making here. But for the reason that Mr. Thompson stated, I do think that's a valid reason and a valid cause for this action. My Juliana responsibility, my charge is to protect the rights, protect the right of the centers, minorities to be able to speak their voices, not the overwhelming majority. That said, when that's used in a way that clearly contradicts with our principles, I just wanted to say that's not the problem that I see in today's motion. That cause is perfectly reasonable as far as I can see. It's sad. I do think that we need to be very careful not to allow prejudices to form our voting and decision states, because it can become very easy to start just picking and choosing who is allowed at the table to be able to even make a call, shrink our group, fracture ourselves. I hope we don't do that. I think considering the results that New Hampshire has produced in their state, it's not a simple calculation. While there is good cause that is worthy of consideration, I also think there are mitigating factors that need to be considered. I don't expect you all to be sympathetic to them. I just wanted to say this on the record. I was understanding things, but
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Mr. Shaw.
So, great first day on the job, right? So one thing I want to make clear from the beginning. When I was elected to this position, I made it clear to the states that are in my region to do my job bad. So I'm here to do my job. What I would like to see is I would like to see a process where we have some kind of a procedure that makes it so that this doesn't appear to be off the cuff. Can't go off half-cocked on something like this. Things like when exactly we get these things done, what date, which things, all of that stuff is not established in this motion. To establish the fact that make sure that this is done in such a way that attacked by anyone, no matter who would think about it. I would move to amend this motion to form an investigative committee on the matter. Second amendment. This is the amendment.
Yes, I know. Okay, so is there discussion on the amendment?
So there was a question if it was an order, you have to rule on whether or not it was an order. I'm hoping. Not required of us. Okay.
All right. Is there discussion on the amendment?
One information.
Yes.
What was the amendment? I could barely.
Oh, so the amendment was to form an investigative committee to establish all of the facts and circumstances surrounding the actions of the list. So if we're going to make an action that's as large as disaffiliating one states, I would like to see something where we actually produce a report that says various things happened, who did what,
Thank you.
and all that.
Thank you. Sounds like a new motion, but
It's an amendment.
yes.
It's an amendment.
Yes,
Yes.
I have, yeah.
Yes. Mr. Yes.
Hold on, because now it's on the amendment.
Yeah. Mr.
I speak in opposition to the amendment. I may not have a list of particulars this happened such and such a time, this ready to go, but we all know what's been going on up there, big picture for a long time. Disaffiliation is badly overdue, in my opinion. The time has arrived. That is my position. I will vote against this amendment. I will vote to disaffiliate the LTNH. It's that simple.
While I respect, the member's position on it, and it's not something that was just thought of today, this week, this month, this year. There have been multiple attempts. Chairs, this is been going on for a very, 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 very long time. I will also state that there is an automatic process of appeal where the member can, the state can request, and we would have to prove cause to the JC if they decided to appeal. I also know that there are public statements from leaders within that state stating that they had discussed disaffiliating and shutting down themselves. So there's no cross. I mean, I would encourage the vice chair to not have crosstalk. But so I think the motion is incredibly, or the amendment is out of order, not out of order, but I would object to the amendment. And I believe that we should pass the resolution to finally bring New Hampshire to order by disaffiliating them immediately today and having a clean new LNC that can move.
I did see Mr. Thompson first. We can go to Mr. Shaw.
If it would satisfy Mr. Shaw, I apologize for the problem because I can address any, the endorsement was November 4th, 2024. It was 2.2 million. I have it pulled out the conditions.
So, one last point that I would like to add. It may be prudent for this body to consider, making a proper report in the event that some action was taken by the members of the state to engage this body in some kind of a legal suit. If we document what we are doing and why by the report decision, it was more likely easier to fend off a legal attack.
Mr. Koffel.
I'm just going to throw that out.
Thank you, Mr. Koffel.
So I will vote against this amendment. But bylaw consider including a process by which speed up to disaffiliation. Right now, the LNC has no choice but to go from 0 to 60. And that doesn't serve, I don't think that serves the body well or the members.
Thank you, Mr. Koppel. As a reminder, we are discussing the amendment in particular. Mr.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I strongly support Mr. Shaw's amendment. And the reason why this is critical is because due process consists of two indispensable elements: notice and opportunity to respond. What we are about to do will have massive implications on the national and state parties plural, may have an impact on the composition of this body. And it would properly be considered a disciplinary action for which we have given no notice nor opportunity to respond in connection with this particular action. If challenged, it would be shown, easy to be shown, this was a snap decision made after the heat of the convention. It reveals a lot of very angry rhetoric, and that it was very likely that I wouldn't be able to get behind this, guys, frankly. It's really simple. We're the Libertarian Party. We should not be just driving out everybody that has a dissenting opinion. Right? And if we must drive someone out and there's good cause, we need to do so in a way that comports with the law and, more importantly, with our own principles. That means an investigation, cause, clearly stated. These are indispensable elements. And I have a feeling this will very likely get us sued. And why do it sloppy? Like, even if I don't like the motion, I don't want to see this body get sued and actually like, get screwed up. But so just in my fiduciary capacity, I urge you all to pass this amendment, protect the LNC from the ridiculous amount of liability you're trying to expose.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Seeing no one else wishing to discuss the amendment. No? Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Omar.
I'm just gonna move to call the question, but if you're doing that.
Oh.
never mind.
All right, we will move to a vote. So again, the amendment is to form an investigative committee with regard to possibly disaffiliating LP New Hampshire. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All those in favor of this amendment, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no.
No.
Okay, motion fails.
It's appropriate, but can I move to limit each speech to no more than 30 seconds? But I mean for the rest of the meeting. That would.
But
I
you
agree.
are next on the matter on this particular motion.
I
So,
pass it.
all right. Going to Mr. Nikayla.
Rick, I want to say that I think one thing the Libertarian Party lacks is party. Even the Libertarian Party of Russia has something in their bylaw. It's them to be able to disappoint parties that step out of line. We saw it this weekend at several occasions, saw what happened on the floor. And I would simply say that understanding Mr. Martin's concerns about minorities, I think it's very clear the LPNH position, and I think we should make our position clear.
Was there, Mr. Thompson, do you hand up again? I have forgotten why. Is there anyone else wishing to speak apart from this man on the motion? Yes, great.
Very briefly, I have spoken with all of the state chairs, and not just the state chairs, the delegates from my region, the newly formed Badlands region. And the general consensus is, go ahead. This has to be done. It's causing us so much trouble. It's causing us candidate issues. It's causing fundraising issues. The list goes on. But not just that, there is a concern. There's a concern about what happens afterwards and to make sure that we have a good plan of attack. But for now, the motion on disaffiliation, I right to support it.
Or no, Mr. Shaw.
So, could I ask the information that the other gentleman here brought up? Mr. Thompson, the information that he brought up at the end of the minutes.
So it was, but the endorsement of Mr. Trump for president was made on November 12th. November 4th. Yeah, I guess it would have been November 4th of 2024 and received 2.2 million views, and it was on what platform? X account. I'm actually not going to say anything else. I think I said what I
We're
wanted
out
to
of
say
time on
going
this
in.
anyway.
Perfect.
Put this to the body, voice vote.
It has to be a roll call.
All right. Roll call.
Yes. Let's start with the meetings. Yes. Enthusiastically, yes. I also vote yes. Mr. Neville?
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Bobson?
Yes.
I closed the building 3 nights in a row at 11 o'clock. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Back up for the morning breakfast, session, so bear with me, I apologize.
Mr. Danky? Yes. Mr. Coffey?
Yes.
Mr. Martin?
I would like to stay as their word.
No.
My,
Nope.
No.
Nope. Mr. Forrest?
Yes.
Mr. McKayla?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
3 and 6 votes no.
Mr. Boston? Oh, sorry, Ms. Hogan, sorry.
No.
Sound, yes.
Mr. LaQuarrie?
Yes.
Mr. Sivican? I did.
I also wish to register my vote yes.
Motion passes. You have to say that well.
The motion passes.
But you have to say that.
The ayes are 15, the nays 2, abstentions 1.
Quick question, Mr. Chair.
Are you passing the government?
I would turn down the
Thank you.
strikes.
Mr. Shaw.
What would be the,
We will send a letter, certified letter to the address that we have for the chair, or if there's a second address for everybody, we'll send a notification to them. I believe they will then include, the process for the appeal.
would it be possible to, once our emails,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I need
Ms.
to,
Robson.
I need to excuse myself for a moment for that thing I said before. So I'm feeding my alternate, my
Okay.
speed while I. that thing I said.
The amendment.
Oh, okay. Mr. Thompson.
In one.
you better.
All right, thank you, Mr. Thompson.
So long. Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is a brief introduction of officers, or wait,
Yes.
That is correct.
okay, yep. Brief introduction of officers. I'll go ahead and start. My name is, wow, I got a little louder there. My name is Evan McMahon. I was the former secretary and now your wonderful chair. I always try to be fair. I try to make sure everybody is heard. I do respect the quorum, and I do request that everybody else respect the decorum. If you have an issue and you feel like you are not being fairly treated, please do come to me and let me know. I do take it very seriously. I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to speak when appropriate. We can all work to try to get along. I would ask that we not be a committee by email. That we try not to have as much back and forth as we've had via email. And that if we are emailing, that it be professional, because everything should be on the public list for the members to see. And so we request that we look as best as we can in the public view. If you have anything that you would like for staff, the process is to either come to me or the executive director and to have them go to staff. If it's something that has already been budgeted, approved, if it's that sort of project, you can go directly to the executive director. If it's a new item or a new project, you would bring it to me as the chair. I'm totally willing to workshop even resolutions or motions that I hate and would vote down. I am willing to work with any member to make sure that the motion or resolution is properly formatted in order and on point. With that, I will pass to our new vice chair, Ms. Griffiths.
Hello, I'm Amanda Griffiths. I'm also the secretary of LP Wisconsin currently. Very happy to be serving with all of you. Things that I want to focus more on have to do with member and state empowerment. I also am very partial to helping with our infrastructure and our CRM, allowing people to be able to discuss ideas in a clear and coherent format rather than bickering back and forth on the public list, and also bring members more into those discussions. So very happy to work with all of you. Similarly, very happy to workshop motions, resolutions with all of you. Look forward to getting started.
Mr. Neville.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Doug Neville, new treasurer. I was formerly at large, and my primary goal is financial transparency to the membership. There is some cleanup to do of old stuff, and I appreciate Mr. Redpath's assistance with and guidance with that. So that's about all I have. Thank you.
Mr. McGee.
I'm Jonathan McGee from the state of Alabama, former Region 2 rep, now current secretary.
gonna be taking notes.
Moving on to brief introductions of the board members. Please, for the love of everything holy, be brief. There's a lot of you. I would prefer to start with our region reps and alts and then move into at large. Let's just go around the room in order, actually, that might be, this is like, yeah, let's do that. Thank you, Phil.
Okay. I do not know what region I'm in. However, my name is Omar Pearl. I am the alternate for Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Dakota, South Dakota. Yeah, work that out. And the region rep is Joe Hanush. He lives in Volusia, like Daytona. I live in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. We are both on the Florida board. We're super active. We've both been candidates. I'll just say that Joe is like a super activist and I'm more of the technical guy. How do we get here? How do we get there? So it's like chicken and egg. Need one for the other, but you need both. So that's kind of our role. And we're going to be routinely in communication with our region about all the things. And we look forward to working with everybody and moving this party forward once again. Thank you.
Region.
We just around the room. Wallace.
I won't say too much. Thank you to the members of this board for electing to have me serve with you. I look forward to it. I've already given a large introduction. Let's focus on recruitment and support CRM. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking forward to my first development call here in the next week or two. So see what we got to do.
Susan Hillary, from North Carolina, representing the Mid-Atlantic region, which I've been informed must be renamed Region 5. The hill we will apparently die on. Please don't make them fire.
In trouble.
No, I mean.
Travis Boss, I'm the region Mid-Atlantic alternate. I was your at-large representative last term. I am the vice chair of the Libertarian Party of West Virginia.
So my name is Elton Shaw. I'm from Pennsylvania. I was the secretary in Pennsylvania for 2 terms. And represent.
No. So all of the regions get renumbered. And the way I did it was when you turn in your paperwork, they get renumbered each time, each convention. And it was wherever Colorado is number 1. And then I did it first to turn in whatever your turn in was. That was the number. So California was number 2.
Which we are very upset about.
And they went up before.
We've been first before and we were still 4.
Yes. Your region.
Delaware, Maine, that's formerly New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont is now.
Mr. Chair, as a point of information for the body, before we keep going, so that all the region reps don't have to guess what their number is, would you mind telling us all where
I'll just tell you what region number you are. Yes.
We're calling ourselves the bad man.
Hi, my name is Pat, I'm the chair of the state of Maryland. Mutual aid.
Thank you, Mr. Wow. That was the briefest you've ever been in your life.
He's tired.
That has to be like a victory for my first chairmanship.
That was just to show you I can. Any of your
Mr. Michaela.
Previous Libertarian National Committee chair, I promoted to at large. I'm a business owner. Wendy's, Dairy Queen, Island Grill, we've got about 16 businesses throughout the states. Been on the board for over 10 years, honored to be number 2.
under my belt over this next term. Like to ride motorcycles, shoot guns, smoke cigars, and those can give me some cigars and some motion. And it's an honor to serve once again. So thank you.
Region 5.
Thank you. My name is Michelle Rodriguez. I'm from Texas. I'm Region 5, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Arkansas. I'm happy to be here. I'm with Liberty. I'm the alternate. I'm not in charge of substitute today. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Region 1.
I'm Alex Flores, Region 1. I'm from the state of Arizona. Previously on the LNC, we're glad to be back. Looking forward to working with a lot of you. First Nations issues are near and dear to my heart, and that's my priority while on this committee. I think it's a very underrepresented part of our population in this country that we deserve to have the voice heard, and I feel like the Libertarian Party did the perfect happen. So,
Region 6.
Current Chair Oregon, I'm very happy to be with you, Martin.
Hi, everyone. You may have heard of me. Martin, formerly the alternate of Region 1, and my understanding is that the title of Region 1 goes to the state that has Alaska. If Alaska is regionless, then Colorado would decide. So until that question is settled, I'll still call myself the Region 1 rep. And if that's not allowed, we'll come up with a badass name. Much love, buddy.
How are you? How's you? I'm Dustin Compo. I'm the Region 3 rep. We're going to informally call ourselves either the Asian Midwest or the Great Rivers region. Chair of the Libertarian Party of Missouri. I'm a CPA candidate. I hope to work with Doug on the matters. And that's it. Money.
Eight, I can use this number. My name is Tyler Janke from Wisconsin. I represent Wisconsin.
My name is Bill Redpath. I'm the National Ballot Access Coordinator. I'm on the Ballot Access Committee. I'm Treasurer of the Libertarian Party of Ohio. But the big thing for me over the next 23 weeks and one day, I am the Libertarian Party candidate in the United States Senate in Ohio. It is a special election. There would not normally be a U.S. Senate election in Ohio this year. But for J.D. Vance being elected vice president and John Husted being appointed by the governor, but he has to stand for re-election to the final 2 years of the Vance U.S. Senate term. I think, as far as I know, there won't be any other candidates on the ballot, so it'll be a three-way race. And that's going to be the dominant thing in my life over the next 23 weeks and one day. But of course, serving on this committee and on the Ballot Access Committee would be other major things as well.
A lot of things in California. I was Region 4 rep, but now I'm Region 2 rep. And I'm also a structural engineer who has a lot of work doing that in California because of the fires. But I'm looking forward to meeting or, getting to know everybody here and working with y'all. And I'm really excited for this term.
My name is Kelly Nguyen. I live on the island of Kauai. I'm a digital marketer / project manager. I've been in the LP for a long time, 2013. Let's see, I like to surf, hike, do outdoorsy stuff, art. That's about it.
Next item on the agenda is setting the schedule of the LNC monthly meetings. As of right now, these are special meetings that will happen over Zoom. We had been previously meeting on the first Sunday of the month at, it was at my request that it was changed to 7:30 because I had a class that I had to teach on Sunday. I'm done with that class, so we could go back to 7 if people wanted to. Is that amenable to, and just so everybody knows, we did not, in our budget, we did not fund any in-person meetings this year, which is something we should address in the future about our budget meeting. But we did not fund any in-person meetings. All of the meetings this year right now would be special online meetings, just FYI. But does anybody have any objection to continuing the tradition of Sunday at 7 p.m.?
First Sunday of the month, or 7 p.m.
Eastern time.
Real time.
Real time. Is there any objection? Hearing no objection, that will be our schedule.
There, I only object to the idea.
So noted, Mr. Martin. Mr. Longstreth.
Just for clarification.
That would be correct. That would be correct. Actually.
No.
Within 30 days of the convention.
Yeah, because it's within 30 days, so before and after, but also.
This coming Sunday's May 1.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
May only starts like it should have 30 days.
So the next meeting would actually be May 6th. June 7th. June 2nd.
What's wrong?
Yes, yes.
Are they regularly scheduled meetings or are they just called?
They are special meetings. They are scheduled, but they're special meetings, so they do not have the same. They are limited. It takes a larger threshold to amend the agenda, so you want to make sure that you put in your notice in time. Also, they don't count against attendance. For attendance. Okay, so that was adopted. So we will move on the first Sunday of the month. Hold on 1 second. Let me write this down. First Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Mr. Denji, some question?
Yes, considering that would be special.
I would agree with you 100%, but that is what the policy manual says. Hopefully, we can take up a correction to that at some point in the near future. Next on the agenda is announcement. Oh, Mr. Flores, I'm sorry.
I think there are people that have questions.
It would be out of order at this time.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, before I send something out officially, I'm willing to talk to you guys about that. And I'm gonna bring in Mr. Harlows, will let Mrs. Harlows know that I'd like to talk to her about her history and the matter of numbering the regions. I would like her in Mr. Harlows. Because it's not set in stone yet, because we haven't updated anything, and I'm a benevolent chair. Let's see if we can work something out.
Thank you.
Announcement of interim executive director. I know that sounds weird because we have an executive director, and you're probably going, what's up with that? Can somebody grab Miss Kennedy? Drew, could you grab Miss Kennedy, please? With indulgence, I just want to wait for her to come in the room. And I was gonna make a funny, and just when she walked in the door, I was gonna say, "You're fired," but I'm not gonna do that. I'm like,
Instead, he's going to play a tape of Donald Trump saying that.
Kennedy, so we're on the announcement of an interim executive director. And so I wanted to let everybody know that Ms. Kennedy is going to be staying on, but she would like to move to operations director. She is part-time executive director right now. She'll be moving to part-time operations director, even more part-time, saving more money, and working with the EPCC to finalize that contract. It is my intention, what I'm going to do is I'm going to appoint Mr. Stephen Dosbach as the interim executive director on a voluntary basis, which means labor, but through consent, to work with us until such time that we can bring on either a part-time or full-time executive director through a search that will go through the EPCC, not just me determining who will be the paid staff. And that is the prerogative of the chair. So thank you, Mr. Dosbach. Without objection from the body, would you like to say something for 2 minutes? But first, is there any objection from the body? Hearing none, Mr. Dosbach, would you like to say something? Hannah, don't go anywhere.
I'm retired, I got time. Gotta find something. After the work, help us to get things rolling again.
But can't hold on. Is there any objection to hearing from Ms. Kennedy? Hearing none, Ms. Kennedy, do you have anything that you would like to say?
Baby out there, so this is great timing. It's been an absolute pleasure, and this is all blessed.
But she's not. She's just
I'm
going to
still trying
operation.
to negotiate that part.
Okay. Mr. Richard.
I just want to say, Debbie Mason, who will hopefully adopt Ms. Kennedy, who's so amazing. We had lunch in Key West. Debbie Mason, she came on to do an internal review of staff and the LNC process and everything. And we were discussing staff, and she let me know that she has done thousands of organizations, and she is so impressed with Hannah Kennedy. And she says that she is an S-tier executive director, and it's been a really big honor for us work with you last year. And he's done amazing. So thank you for your
Okay, the next item on the agenda is appointment of a deputy treasurer. Mr. Patrick Mitchell has been the deputy treasurer, and he is requested to stay on. Staff has asked that he continue to stay on. So I would yield to the treasurer, Mr. Neville, if he would like for Mr. Mitchell to stay on.
Absolutely. I have no objection to that.
Is there any discussion? Is there any objection to Mr. Mitchell staying on as deputy treasurer? Hearing none, he is reappointed to deputy treasurer. Thank you. This one's a little bit more complicated. Nominations and appointments to EPCC. Mr. Martin.
And the nomination is open.
Okay, I was gonna say, somebody needs to move to open nominations.
I'll move to open nomination.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. And you had a nomination, Mr. Martin?
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Steve. Second.
Thank you. Mr. Mitchell accepts. Is there any other nominations? Mr. Mitchell.
I'd like to nominate Christian. I accept.
Other nominations?
Chair, comment. Policy meeting calls for 5 members. May I nominate myself?
Yes, you will.
I would like to nominate myself to continue on.
Do you accept?
I accept.
Okay, that's 3. Mr. Koffel? Mr. Jenkins, you accept? I would prefer it not be, actually, I don't even think, can it be one of the officers? It can't be one of the officers, can it, Ron?
Oh, I'll do it.
It so it could be another, but just not sure. We don't know. I don't either.
I nominate Kelly Nguyen.
Okay. Oh, that did not look like a happy face.
No, she said yes.
Oh, you did say yes?
Yes.
I heard you.
Okay. Okay. Any other, Mr. Box? Yes. There you go.
It is indicated as 5 LNC members other than the chair.
Okay, thank you. Perfect.
Yes, I'm still not quite sure if I'm allowed to speak at all, but
You can. It was a point of floor. Mr. Martin. Mr. Flores, do you accept? Objection to closing nominations? And none, nominations is closed. Is it 5 or a minimum of 5?
5.
5, okay. We have 6. That would make us go to a roll call vote.
Is Mr. Martin, did he nominate himself or not?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard him nominate himself.
Thank you, Mr. Flores.
Okay, but you volunteered, but you didn't nominate yourself.
I volunteered, but yeah, no, it was.
Okay, I just,
I disagree.
I misunderstood, so I apologize.
The nominations that I have are, Mr. Nicola, Mr. Longstreth, Mr. Bost, Mr. Denke, Ms. Nguyen. Is there any objection to appointing all 5 as nominated?
Say that again.
Is there any objection to appointing the names, Mr. Nicola, Longstreth, Bost, Denke, and Nguyen? Objection to appointing those 5 nominated to the EPCC? Hearing none, they are appointed. Thank you and good luck. Ms. Hogarth moves to open nominations for APRC. It's been seconded. Mr. Koffel.
First inquiry, in order to make multiple nominations.
You need to make them one at a time.
Okay.
So you need to be recognized. Understood. Okay. But I would I would not count this as, so if you wanted to nominate someone right now, you could.
All right.
It's confirmed to me that he would accept such a nomination. Mr. Denke.
And to nominate for
He expressed, are you sure?
I couldn't say accept.
I warned him if he left, he could be nominated.
Yeah. Mr. Denke. We're done.
Like,
Mr. Longstreth. Mr. Longstreth.
I would nominate so much.
Mr. Box.
it's really coincidence. I would like to nominate myself again.
Actually, it is occurring to me.
So
Whisper it to Mrs. Hogarth, and would you nominate it?
I would like to nominate.
Thank you. Five. Mr. Denke. Who? Michelle, okay. If we could use last names.
Yes.
Let's prefer, good luck. Wigington. Actually, I'm gonna go back to Mr. because Mr. Martin hasn't nominated.
Okay, it's actually not a nomination, request for information. Why hasn't anybody nominated Jeremy Potter?
It is by all LNC members, so Mr. Thompson would not be eligible.
Thank you, Mr. Boss. And it is only five?
Only five. No more than, it could be less. Fewer.
Mr. Koffel? Um. One, two, that's six, seven. No, because we don't do secret ballots. So. No, we did it via open vote. Yeah, all votes have to be recorded. We don't have secret votes. Everybody will know that you betrayed them. Two for 10. Mr. Shaw. Yes, yes, sir.
Point of information.
Mr. Boss.
How many candidates are there and have we moved to close nominations yet?
Six, there are seven, and we have not moved to close nominations yet. Any objection to closing nominations? Nominations are closed. We have seven candidates. I would ask the body if we could defer this to an open vote. As we don't have a vote tracking spreadsheet, that would make this easier. It would take us probably 15 minutes or longer just to. I would just ask if you'll move it. Okay.
I'll second it.
Okay, so we'll move to an open vote, which historically we've kept. He's brand new. Can we do it within 7 days?
Mr. Chair, I would actually suggest that we give a couple extra days. Our new members set up on their bill and everything.
That's because normally it would be 48 hours. That's why I did 7 days.
Is that enough?
I think. I think staff's really good about getting people connected to their emails. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do 5 days from 5 days from the date of confirmation that members have access to their emails? That work? Okay. So that will be the.
Mr. Chair, with some indulgence, could you read the name of the nominees?
Yeah, I can do that, but you also get them via email via open vote.
Understood.
It's Mr. Hirsch, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Hanush, I couldn't have known right in there for a minute. I think I recognize that one. Longstreth, Hogarth, Bost, and Wigington.
Mr. Chair, the
It
interest
will
of,
help if you do. There's
I
still.
understand, in the interest of encouraging one of my fellow peers who have been nominated, if they don't want this or think there's other work to do, I will withdraw my name from nomination, making it so there are 6 candidates. And this would save us having to take to an overvote if one of my peers is voting on this.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Anybody? Is there anybody that would wish to withdraw, making it 5?
We have an okay from Mr.
No.
We did not
Mr. Koppel.
believe that it's nominated.
Mr. Dunky, would you withdraw your nomination of Mr. Hoosh since he is not here and can't confirm?
Do we have any information?
I'm actually, hold on. As the chair, I'm going to rule that I need to have confirmation that the person is willing to serve on a board. Even if that was in writing or to me previously, and it was not, so I'm going to rule his nomination out of order.
So, Mr. Chair, could you repeat the nominees?
Mr. Hirsch, Mr. Thompson, Ms. Hogarth, Mr. Bost, and Ms. Wigington.
Mr. Chair, I move to nominate those nominees, I move to appoint those nominees to the APRC.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any objection? Well, first, is there any discussion? Is there any objection to appointing those 5 members to the APRC?
May I say one thing, just for anybody confused, this is.
I'll clarify. The APRC reviews all published, written statements by the party. Anything that goes into print has to be approved before it goes to print. Anything that is not print, can be reviewed by APRC for retraction. But so this is basically, and their only guideline, the only thing that they can do is review if it is within our platform, if it violates our platform or not. Okay, everybody good? Okay, so without objection, they are appointed. Thank you, guys. Mr. Fox.
Point of information, just to clarify, I don't suspect it would have changed any votes. The violate bylaws, policy manual, moving public policy in a different direction than a libertarian one, or are detrimental to the image of the party.
I actually didn't know that. Okay, yes, thank you for that. Nominations and appointments to the executive committee. Anybody seek to open nominations? Mr. Flores, it was seconded. Hold on, I'm going to explain what this is. So the executive committee is the officers plus at least 2 more members of the board.
Excluding
alternates. Ms. Griffiths, did you have something?
I was going to ask for clarification.
Okay, so I had Mr. Redpath, then Mr. Michaela, and then Ms. Hogarth, and then Mr. Marty. Okay, yeah, we open nominations. Clarification.
I'd like to nominate myself. And
hold on.
Actually,
Mr. Marty.
Nominate Mr. Fox.
He's an alternate. It's not equal.
Yes.
I have my hand.
Good.
I'd like to nominate Mr. Michaela.
Oh, I thought we had.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were just asking for a point of information. I'm sorry. Okay. You can still go ahead. Okay. So that was, just keeping track. It's going to be closed on. Any objection to closing nominations? Okay.
The alternate, yeah.
I didn't ask, and I apologize. Did everybody just nominated accept? I mean, I'm pretty sure the self-nominated accept. You accept. Okay, cool. Any objection to closing nominations? Nominations are closed. Any discussion? No discussion. Any objection to appointing those 5 members? No, it's 5.
Sure, how do we do it?
I think I should quiz them.
All right, that.
Okay, so I have Mr. Redpath, Mr. Nicola, Mr. Longstreth. Oh, and Mr. Flores. I'm sorry. Somehow, Mr. Shaw, I had your name written in there somewhere. I don't know why. I had a note I had somehow put your name on there as well. I don't know. I was excited about you. I don't know. Okay, so it's those 4, to repeat them, Mr. Redpath, Mr. Michaela, Mr. Longstreth, and Mr. Flores. Any objection to appointing those 4 members to the executive committee? Hearing none, you are appointed. Thank you. Next on the agenda is a 10-minute discussion from Mr. Redpath on ballot access issues with concerning Maryland and Massachusetts.
May I request a point of information?
Mr. Bach.
Last time, hopefully, we had requested committee applications prior to convention.
Yes.
Do we anticipate when those will be taken up?
At our next meeting, we'll review those applications and those other.
Thank you.
Mr. Shaw.
The presentation that, Mr. Redpath is about to do here, does not have any motions following it for action, it's simply,
Correct.
discussion.
Correct.
Yes, but I
Because
think
it
it
would be
will
too
set
difficult
the
to take.
table for action. All right, but we won't be taking that action today, according to the chair. Okay, so there is one petition drive that is about to start and one that is ongoing. I'll address the one that is ongoing first, and that is a petition in Maryland for party status for the Libertarian Party of Maryland. They need 10,000 valid signatures on a petition. The deadline, if we want the petition to apply, it will apply for 2 election cycles. So if we wanted to apply for 2026 and 2028, the signatures would have to be turned in by July 1. And there used to be a cure period there. There's not anymore. It's July 1, turn all your signatures in. If you've got 10,000 valid signatures, you're on the ballot. Due to stringent validity requirements in Maryland, it's probably the case that they'll need about 16,000 valid signatures. I do not have good validity feedback. Is Travis Laurel in here? Yes, Travis. Yes. Okay. I don't have good validity feedback right now. Not enough signature, for the best of my knowledge, have been checked. But Travis, if I say anything that's incorrect, please correct me. Okay. Okay. But there's not a lot of validity that's gone on. The number that I got from Kyle O'Donnell, the state chair, is 8,500 gross signatures right now. So we probably need, barring updated validity data, we probably need about another 7,500 gross signatures to finish this drive. Now, if we don't get it done by July 1, we can hold on to the signatures and turn in for 2028 and 2030. All right. And so the signatures won't go to waste, but we can turn in, and we would want to complete this mission drive in this calendar year, because the signatures are good for 2 years. Is that right? Okay. Yes, 2 years until they expire. So when people sign, the date is put on the row on the petition, and it's good for 2 years. So we will want to complete this, because we'll start losing SIGs, late in calendar year 2026 is my estimation. The Maryland party has put a lot of money into this petition drive so far. How much, Travis?
So we're $58,000 with about 13,000 remaining plus 15,000 national, so about 28,000 remains on the list.
Okay, but you've spent about, the LTMB has spent about $40,000 on this petition drive so far. Okay, all right. So, but let's address the 15,000 for a second. That $15,000 actually hasn't gone through yet due to some technical problem. All right, and panic, and so. And you have requested a check from the LNC.
Yes.
Right now. Okay. Okay. Well, that probably she shouldn't right now, given she should not right now. She should. Well, now, wait a minute, hold on. But this brings up the issue then. Wait a minute. This brings up the issue regarding.
Wait, no, because it was done out of order.
It was done out of order. So I actually have spoken to Hannah Kennedy about this and asked her for now not to send the check until it becomes in order to do so. And hopefully it will in the near future.
I didn't realize that. I mean, I did, but I know we talked about it, but I didn't realize that that was the case. That we need to move a little quicker.
Right. Okay. So,
yeah.
So there's $13,000 left there, and I want to work with the Maryland party. But the thing is this, is that, and 2026 may not be that important because we have a potential governor candidate there. But my understanding is he would be a paper candidate. That it is, how would you phrase the governor's race this year for the LP if we were to complete this by July 1?
Basically, yes, limited time. It's also late in the cycle, so it's make that good performance would be mediocre, but on it.
Okay, and then how many other candidates
do you think you'd have for 2026?
Support the order. Again, take the cycle.
Yes. So right now, this is not an urgent matter, except that they've only got 13,000 left. We've got 2 or 3 petitioners in Maryland right now. We've got Bob Lynch. Anyway, so that we need to address the 15,000 one, but the bottom line is this, is that we need to finish this petition drive, or the funds spent by the Libertarian Party of Maryland could ultimately go to waste. All right, so I just want to put that on there, that for action here in the near term. Is there anything I've missed, or does anybody have any questions on Maryland?
Let's do Massachusetts first, and let's do both, all questions at the end of it.
Okay, all right. So with respect to Massachusetts, Charlie Larkin, stand up, Charlie, please. Charlie Larkin is going to be the Libertarian, you have the nomination, correct?
Yes.
Okay, he is the nominated candidate for state auditor in Massachusetts.
Correct. We don't require a party nomination.
Okay, all right, he's the candidate.
Mr. Shaw.
All right, so anyway, so the situation is this: to get Charlie Larkin on the ballot, it will take 5,000 valid signatures in a petition drive with the deadline of July 28th. That is a deadline where the signatures have to be turned into towns across Massachusetts. And in New England, there's this weird tradition where you turn the signatures into towns to have the town clerks validate the signatures, and then Libertarian Party members or someone have to go collect these signatures from the various towns to turn them into the Secretary of State. Crazy as it
would be, and then I have to take it into Boston.
Right. Okay. So crazy as it is, that's the law. But anyway, so that is 2 months and 6 days away. You need to complete a 5,000 valid signature petition. Now, why? Because if Charlie runs for auditor in a 2-way race against an incumbent Democrat, if he gets 3% or more of the vote for treasurer, we've got ballot status for 2028, correct? If we wait until 2028, do a petition to put our presidential ticket on the ballot, it won't be 5,000 valid signatures. It'll be 10,000 valid signatures. It'll be twice the number of signatures, and it'll probably be more expensive in 2028 on a per signature basis. So as onerous, right now, frankly, I'll be honest with you. I mean, right now, this petition drive, the LNC there's not a lot of money raised up there. The volunteer effort may not be great. We might be looking at a $50,000 expenditure here by the LNC, frankly, to complete this petition drive. But the alternative is worse in waiting to 2028 for this to accomplish this petition drive if we want our 2028 presidential ticket to be on the ballot in Massachusetts. Mr. Dosbach has some further updated information. I'd like to have him speak with the indulgence of the body.
I don't know where
the time is right now 2 minutes to go on this item.
Second.
Okay. Any objection to extending time 10 minutes? Okay. Hearing no objection, time is extended by 2 minutes. 10. Sorry. I'm gonna have you wait, Mr. Dosbach. I'm gonna do some questions first. It's okay. It's irrelevant. Okay. Is there objection to hearing from your staff? The interim executive director, Mr. Dosbach.
Thank you. I had a conversation with the Massachusetts chair, and they have another candidate that they are interested in running for that position. That will have the support of the board. I just want to let you know that I haven't gotten this information yet or not. I literally just talked to this convention, but I just want to make the party, the LNC aware that we may have to look at that and make a decision and factor that in the decisions about how this. I just wanted to make that people aware of that.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't aware of that until I know.
I literally just got that. I just got that during this.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to start, and then Mr. Martin, and then Mr. Shaw, and then Mr. Doss. I have 2 questions. The first one is in Maryland. If we turn in July 1st and we hit the threshold, and somebody moves, those signatures, it's counted then, it's fine, we don't have any problem. If 500 people move over the next 2 years or die or aren't registered to vote or what have you, it still counts, correct?
No, but we.
Okay, so the signature, so what we're saying is the signature is valid on the sheet. So when we turn it in 2028.
No, we won't be turned, no, we should complete this petition drive in 2026. The question is, are we going to make a big push, which might raise the
Okay,
cost?
so when we're saying the valid, you mean the ballot access is valid for through 2028. That's what you're saying.
What, it's
Okay, I
it's
got you.
2 election cycles, 2026 and 2028, but if we turn in after July 1 and we have enough valid signatures, it'll be for 2028 and 2030.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay?
The second question I have on this item is for Master 2. Sorry, what is the validity rate right now? Or what would you expect the validity rate of 5,000? Because that's net signature.
5,000
net.
I found generally about 7,000 to 8,000. A good collection number for us for some of that range.
I would
Generally, we figure about a 25 to 30% extra.
What are the costs right now per sig in Massachusetts and Maryland?
$7.
Per
gross sig.
Yeah, it'll be double that in 2020.
Oh, I don't know if it'll be, I don't know what it'll be, but I realistically, $7 per gross sig.
I will say that we probably will need to talk to the state party because that is an issue that is a concern. So it's Mr. Martin and then Mr. Shaw and then Mr. Boss. Mr. Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's a point of personal privilege. There are online participants who are reporting that it's difficult to hear the sound of our audio. I don't know if there's anything about that, but if so, I'm
Do
sure
something, Alex.
It might have been when the AC kicked on a minute ago. Just try to speak a little louder if you can, please.
we can.
Is that
That was all I had.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
So I have a couple.
Speak up, Mr. Shaw.
I have a couple of questions and possibly a statement depending on the answer.
Yes.
Is recognized affiliate for Massachusetts.
No, we have Massachusetts, anybody who was booked in poll papers will find under any time.
Second question. There is another candidate that is being put forth by the recognized affiliate in that state.
That's what I have been told. I have asked for, by the chair, I've been asked for information. I've not received it.
So the original mechanism that was played here before I sat down with the paper was that there could have been a possibility that money could have been put in here to basically get valid access for a candidate that was not cleared by that state affiliate.
No. What would have happened, I'm sorry, it would have gone through, we would have had discussions beforehand. We might have approved it, but it would have been a conversation and consultation with the state. That's always the case.
I mean, I understand that this is not approved yet.
Yeah.
But, speaking on behalf of a state chair for someone that, in my region, I would say that this is a matter of concern. Happy more than get about it.
Mr. Dosbach, and then just briefly, Mr. Dosbach, and then Mr. Shaw.
The other hat I've been wearing is as ballot access chair, and we had basically put forth to the committee that this drive, that Massachusetts is a key objective and should do a drive there to qualify for 2028. We have not at this point yet asked the LNC to vote.
I will add that valid access gets 3% of the vote. Someone other than affiliate recognized that Massachusetts would then become the legal.
That is correct.
Yes. That is always the correct.
That is a matter of
that is always the case in Massachusetts.
I would ask the ballot access committee to work with the state affiliate first. Mr. Foss and then Mr. Martin.
Just really briefly, also having spoken to Chair Kennedy in Massachusetts, I echo these comments to make sure that when you do get to it, make sure that the state committee has buy-in and they're willing to support their candidate is.
Mr. Martin.
Thank you. I have a question. First question. Well, it was not explicitly offered, or was it explicitly offered? In fact, it was kind of, it's sort of implied if you're running under the banner that you really work with someone, or especially where I am, something that the requirement done. But it was not a formal process. I will be honest. And even if you don't see eye on a lot of things. However, I do not like the sideswipe like to see them. It's not a sideswipe at all. My comment is about ballot access and about breakaway operations. Ballot access is important. We need ballot access in order to run candidates. So it's one of those expenses that's hard to question, right? But it's critical that we do, because there are people who would ask us to throw away the lifeblood of this party to support losing races, guaranteed losers. This has been something that's gone on for too long. And there are people here at the top who are not very responsible about this because, frankly, they make money at it, or at least their friends do. Beyond that, breakaway operations, ballot access is one of the key commodities that allows us to have any leverage, right? Our ballot access is critical. Sometimes it makes sense to dump a bunch of money into it. Sometimes it makes sense to support our affiliates in other ways, right? And allow them to find other ways to overcome their state's challenges, ballot access. The real problem here, in this case, there are other states like this, is that it's not that hard to run a breakaway candidate. And in some states, the law will allow those candidates to basically sidestep and build our affiliates, our voters, our state parties. And in doing so, we would probably be committing something that would, I don't know if it's a crime, but it would definitely create liability from that party. That state party would have the ability to sue the LNC for funding a competing candidate that could take away their entity status and would break our affiliation agreement. That actively. That would not.
Mr. Larkin, unless you're addressed directly, sir, please refrain.
You'll be welcome.
I just want to make, before you do, I would like to make a statement. It is the opinion of the chair directed to the ballot access committee. We have a recognized affiliate. We need to work with that affiliate, regardless of, even if an affiliate says they don't want to run any candidate at all. That's that affiliate's prerogative, and we do not have the authority to overstep that authority. We just don't. I'm going to recognize board member first and then you.
So just one short question. This is a question for the possible proposed candidate that you think
Another statement.
I
Another thing that I'd like to say is, Mr. Larkin, it'd be great if you could try to work with Mr. Kennedy in Massachusetts, see if we can work something out. It sounds like you've already collected signatures, which would be of benefit for a candidate, but ballot access should work with the affiliate, Mr. Dosbach.
I want to clarify because there was an assumption there. We have been in contact with you for a minute.
Yeah.
Prior to this, they said they weren't thrilled with him as the candidate, but that they felt the ballot access was important so that if the party wanted to go forward with him as a candidate, they would not object to that, but they weren't prepared to help with that. What happened over the weekend is they let us know that they actually had a candidate, that they found a candidate that they would be willing to support and go behind. That's the information I just relayed here.
Mr. Redpath, as the ballot access coordinator, it's not vacated yet. It's not vacated. So technically, You're still the ballot access coordinator.
I think so.
I would request that Mr. Kennedy, be available at our next, meeting to
Okay.
discuss with us these matters. Because I want to make sure we're doing right by the affirmative.
Okay.
And, I can.
Thank you. Mr. Why can't I remember your last name, Omar?
It's okay, we'll get there. It's okay.
What is it?
Are we out of time?
We've got 1 minute.
Quero.
One minute left on this item.
Quero.
Mr. Redpath, this allows candidates to run in both states with an LNX learning. Or is it just about
Yes, I think yes, we would be, it is a party petition in Maryland. All the candidates, any candidates would not have to gather any more signatures. They just have to sign documentation, to become a libertarian candidate on the ballot in Maryland. And it's the same in Massachusetts, correct? We would get libertarian on the.
You just for this race specifically, but yes.
Yes. Very good.
Wait, hold on a second. If we put money into this, into a Massachusetts ballot drive, it would only be for that race. It would not be for, we would not be securing ballot access for presidential. Hold on, I'm gonna hear from, excuse me, Mr. Walker, I'm getting here from Mr. Dawes. Okay.
And so you're almost virtually guaranteed to get the 3% necessary on the party staff. So yes, and would include president.
Yes.
Okay. Any candidate, any statewide candidate to get to 3% qualifies the party as a party, and then includes the president.
We're at time.
We're at time on this.
Move to extend by 1 minute.
Any objection? Ms. Hogarth has been very quiet.
1 minute is very short.
She was good at that. No objection, Ms. Hogarth.
Say it's a two. Now, with considering another candidate, could another candidate jump in?
Third party
I mean,
candidate could collect as far as no such collection is being made, no third party candidate, there are other third parties that indicate this.
But it's too late for the major party candidate?
Is that correct? My understanding is there will not be a Republican candidate.
It's absolutely correct. But I have very well placed sources with.
They could.
So I think it's my understanding they're past the deadline.
Thank you. That is time for that item. The next item on the agenda is the appointment of the chair of the Historical Preservation Committee. Is there a motion to make such appointment?
Yes.
I'm going, we got first. I'm going to say that it was Mr. Longstreth because he was the first to have his hand up. It was seconded. Hogarth wanted to first. So if not, Mr. Hogarth.
Oh, nominate, I nominate.
Ms. Sykes. Is there any other nominations for chair of the Historical Preservation Committee? Which the chair will then appoint the rest of the committee. Hearing none, I would nominate. Yes, we already did.
Oh, you're already.
No, that's.
We just nominated.
She was just nominated. I was asking if there were any nominations. Any objection of closing nominations? No objections? No. I would like to allow for a moment to allow Ms. Harlos to speak to the nomination.
I do the work. I don't care about the title. I'm gonna do the historical work no matter what, but I believe I'm in Colorado. There's probably 5 archives and I go there every weekend and work on.
Mr. Rothschild.
I would move to appoint Ms. Harlos by acclamation as there are no other nominees.
Any objection? And by acclamation, congratulations, Ms. Harlos. Next on the agenda is announcements. Are there any announcements?
It's not just for an announcement, but I told you.
I will talk to you separately. Mr. Brown? At the beginning.
So I guess I.
Hold 1 second. Is there any objection to recognizing Mr. Brown for a minute? Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so,
No more than 2 minutes.
under announcements, I guess, first of all, this is the most soft-spoken board that we've had in a long time. Job's been very difficult to keep that on, that's probably a good thing, but, I forgot to mention in public comments that, one of the things this board has been doing is build our committee. Okay. As of now, I am still a member. Not a great idea to have a member on the audit committee. Because if you don't know, you are going to appoint one board member and 2 non-board members. There is no necessary rush. The audit for 2025 is done. The audit for 2026 really won't kick in until the fourth quarter of this year. But I just wanted to make the note to the board that.
And just as a point of information for you, I believe. Oh. Oh my God, I believe we actually sent out an email seeking the application for the non-board members as well. I think we had already done that. These are only supposed to be board member announcements. Sorry, sir. Mr. McHale.
Yes, I did want to bring up in the next board meeting, when we have it, that I'd like for us to go over our goals this term. So this past term, we discussed our 3 goals. Membership growth and fundraising, candidate support and from the guard. And I would like for the body to talk to your regions, talk to your states, talk amongst yourselves as to what we'd like to accomplish over the next 2 years. And I had some great conversations this weekend from members on both sides of the aisle. And I think that it's important for us to move in the same direction. So I just want people to start thinking about that now, so we can discuss it later on.
And I'm going to take a moment to chastise Mr. McHale. That wasn't an announcement. An announcement is something that's coming or something that's happening. That was more of that. That was more of a. And I would actually say, I would encourage all of the board members, once you get access to your email, it's a good idea to do a couple of things. One, what are your top 3 priorities? What committee actions or assignments would you like to be part of? What are the projects that you would like to be directly involved in? And how you're going to be facilitating that work on the board. But yeah, for me, announcements are Wendy's is having a sale on strawberry frosties. By the way, the new spicy chicken sandwich is disgusting with the pickles. Are there any other, and that would be an announcement. Are there any other announcements?
I do have it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
In Pompano Beach, Florida, anybody just happens to be taking a vacation on the weekend of actually our next meeting, I believe. We're going to be having an event for the Libertarian Party of Broward County as we are coming out of this process of everything and moving forward. We've lost a lot of members, and so we're just trying something. We have like $6,000 in our bank, and we just don't do anything with it. I'm a member of the Libertarian Party of Broward County. Yeah. I'll send out the detail.
I wanted to thank Mr. McHale for his firm commitment to build Wendy's on Big Island. Let's get it going. I actually wanted to make an announcement. The LPHI has been kicking some ass, and let me tell you how we're doing it. This year, since January, we took on almost 300 legislative items. That's 300 bills in the state of Hawaii where we were tracking and actively stop or advance measures. Out of the times that we go to the legislature and tell them what to do, they do what we say an amazing 75.9% of the time. But we killed really bad bills like HB 467, I think it was, that would have banned anything sharper than a butter knife or heavier than a pineapple. right? If Granny walks across the street, jaywalking, that would be a crime committed with deadly weapon or dangerous weapon, right? So like, those are examples of crazy bills that we were up against. Some of them actually were real threats, some of them easier to kill than others, but the numbers are what really speak to themselves. We had 66 failures. We had 208 successes. And there's nothing like this happening at the state parties, as far as I know anyway, not at the scale. We have a program that is dialed in and effective. We can get our candidates into the halls of decision makers, and we can get them the attention and the media that they need in order to get their names known in the critical circles, the effective activists, the lobbyists, and the decision makers who matter, right? The way to do that is self-contained. We have a guide, a manual, a brochure. Any state party interested in really making a huge change for real world liberty, not later, right now, right? Talk to me. I'll give you the packet. I'll give you everything you need. We'll go through it together. We'll figure it out. LPHI lead the way on this. We'd really like to invite other states to join us because it makes a big, big difference. If you have any questions about this initiative or how to do it in your state, reach out.
Thank you. For all of you to step outside so that the wonderful Miss Ovens O'Brien can take a photo of the board while we happy times. I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved by Mr. Martin, seconded. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Oh, we are adjourned.
Walking in here before you all.
Hey, board. Hey, board. Hey, whoa. Board members, just leave your stuff for a second, run outside so we can do it real quick because Ovens has to leave. Evan Donor. Okay.
I was explaining.
Thank you.
Right. Well, it doesn't raise that